We're here. Make sure I unmute the mic. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are live yet again. Hopefully, everything works out well. If you guys tuned in last week, you may have noticed that I had to cut the stream off short, or the stream pretty much got cut off short. I was having some major malfunctions with OBS. Major complications, bit of a headache, but hopefully I got everything figured out, and hopefully everything is working out good for today's stream and tomorrow's stream, and maybe if we go live Sunday. Not exactly sure, but so essentially what the issue was is that OBS had an update, and it was a pretty big update, and all of my plugins either had to be removed or individually updated in order to work for OBS, and that was quite annoying to deal with, but we figured it out, and something didn't go right, or I didn't do something right. Some plugins were working, some plugins were not. So I had to go into each individual plugin, find the update file, do all that stuff, get it all working. And one of the plugins was, well, obviously I have the vertical plugin for when I go live on the vertical platform, YouTube Shorts and all that stuff. And I also have a plugin where I use my phone as a camera. It's called Droid Cam. It's one of the few plugins that you can use for your phone as a webcam. Because to me, in my opinion, webcams just look like shit. Even if they say that they're 1080p, and I know some people are like, well, it's all about the lighting. It's like, no, well, you can only do so much with lighting. Webcams don't look that great. iPhone has a very good camera, so I use my iPhone as a camera. And I tried to use the Droid Cam, and it goes over Wi-Fi. And even though I'm like in the same room as my router, it still hitches because Wi-Fi is going to be Wi-Fi. It's not going to be reliable. It's not a hard connection. And I was like, man, I was trying to figure out how to get it to where I can use the phone as a camera, like more so like a webcam, and not go off Wi-Fi, because there's going to be problems with Wi-Fi. So we figured out how to plug in the phone and actually set it up. I figured it would be like a plug and play situation. Definitely not. Had to like download this Droid Cam client. Had to figure out all kinds of different settings. Had to like deactivate, reactivate, do it in a weird order because I'm like doing two separate phones for like my wide shot here for the chatting scene, and then I have this camera right here for the gameplay. So, two different cameras, but we got it set up. It's hardwired in, not going off Wi-Fi, to my knowledge. So, hopefully, everything's good. We don't have any hiccups, don't have any lag, no disconnections, none of that stuff. Because, as I was saying, the last stream, the camera just, like, cut out completely. Like, at first it was skipping and lagging, and then it, like, went back, and then it started doing it again, and then it just completely cut out. And it's like, okay. We had to figure that out. Hopefully it's figured out. Hopefully everything looks good. Sounds good. We did get a new pair of headphones. I know some of you commented on there. I made a post on YouTube talking about, hey, I need a good headset, because the headset I was using last week, I was playing Silent Hill Hef, and I enjoy using a headset because you just get that immersive audio quality and kind of, you know, get you immersed into the game more so than just using regular earbuds. Because it sounds very flat. Some PGF, I think he, I can't remember what he said actually. I think it was he recommended the Astro A50X or something like that, which shout out for the recommendation. But I was looking at them, and I think the latest one is super expensive, and I wasn't really trying to spend more than like $100, $200, which I know headsets are going to be expensive, especially if you want them to be comfortable, have good audio, and durable, and all that jazz. However, me streaming, I don't really play online, and I don't need a mic necessarily because I have this external mic for talking to you guys. Also, you can use it and connect to Discord through PlayStation 5 and PC and Xbox if you're on there. So I figured, well, let's not go with a headset. Let's just try and find a good pair of headphones. Because I was doing research, doing mad research, looking up YouTube videos, searching on Reddit, getting people's opinions. Because, like, I don't want to, like, go with the trends. Because, like, headsets and any other, like, company kind of go off these brands and kind of, like, push out the hype for certain brands and products. And I'm like, I don't want to deal with the hype. I don't want to follow the latest trendy fashion like fucking Razer or SteelSeries or Turtle Beaches, because apparently SteelSeries is like the greatest headset ever, and I have to disagree. Maybe it's my weird ass shaped head, maybe it's just like my ears stick out further than most normal people. I don't think so. I wouldn't think so. Maybe I got extra large ears. I don't know. But regardless, SteelSeries, the headset that I wore last week, they look cool. They're sleek. They're slim. They're all black. I like the low profile, minimalistic stuff. I don't want like fancy, flashy, bulky ass, crazy shaped RGB lights and all that shit. Fan of the look, but the inside of the headphone was like super hard, like zero cushion, and like my cartilage of my ear was like getting smashed, and like my ears would like hurt like 5 minutes into wearing them. And I'm like, how is this brand labeled the best headset? Unless maybe their latest headset, the most expensive headset, is far beyond what I have. I don't know. But man, people rating that a 10 out of 10, and like their latest headset, if I'm not mistaken, is like $800 or some shit like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Let's see if I can find latest SteelSeries headset. Okay, $600. Yeah, it's the Arctis Nova Elite Sage whatever. I had the Arctis Nova Pro or something like that, version 1. So maybe that's why it wasn't very comfortable. Geo Player says Tlu. Yeah, I need to get back in Tlu, man. I'm probably rusty as fuck on there. And then yeah, $600 for a headset, bro, is crazy. Abigail Matthews says, hey, what's up? Not much. Talking about my problems with headphones and headsets. How are you? I'm good. Yeah, there's like no shot I'm paying $600 for a headset. I'm sure they're probably good, but it's like, if you have a headset and you buy that brand, and you say that brand is really good, and you buy a headset from that brand, and everybody praises it, but then you wear it, sure, it sounds good, but it's also about how it feels and how it looks. And then I can't sit there and say that this headset and this brand is good as people say when I try on something and it doesn't feel right. Like, it's uncomfortable, and I can't go more than like 20 minutes wearing it without having to take it off, because like my cartilage of my ear feels like it's breaking. So I said, screw doing a gaming headset. I'm just going to go buy headphones, because I don't need a mic. I don't need nothing crazy. I just want a good, comfortable pair of headphones that has good quality. So I got these fuckers. Skull Candy, what the hell is it? Skull Candy Crusher Evo. Now, my first impression was that I thought Skull Candy was like a knockoff brand, like a cheap brand, like a, you know, nothing too crazy. When they first came out, they were on the cheaper side. It was like a affordable thing for people. Where are you from? Earth. The big old round thing in the space. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go buy these. I did crazy research, watch videos. They said they're comfortable, and they have this base slider, which is this right here, which I don't know if you could tell. This is a slider. It's a bass slider. So it's almost like a subwoofer on your freaking head, and it's crazy. Now, it's kind of a gimmick, but I mean, sound and music and bass kind of go together, so. Yeah, figured I can just run to Walmart, buy those, and if I don't like them, I'll just return them. But tried them out. I haven't really had any complaints. Battery life, apparently on a full charge, lasts 40 hours. Also, it comes with a backup aux cable, so if your battery dies, you can still use them. They don't need to be turned on. So, pretty satisfied with the headset. We kind of got that figured out, because there's no way I could keep using that headset from last time. But there's a few things I want to go over before we get into the game. GL player says something in a different language that I don't have translation on. It's not translating. All right. So, there's this new game. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Oh, boom, boom, boom. Well, it's not. I don't know. It's not even out yet. I saw this article on the 30th. It's this game called Sleep Awake. Apparently, it is the people that were behind the Spec Ops: The Line game back on the PS3. So. Let me make sure everything's running here good. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Let's see. There we go. Guess I can bring me down a little bit. So this is the game right here. It's an article by Rock Paper Shotgun. PC gaming since 1873. It says Sleep Awake, a visually inviting horror game from the lead dev behind Spec Ops: The Line. And it has a demo out now, but it's only on PC. On Steam. So I was hoping the demo would be on PS5, but it says a Nine Inch Nails guitarist worked on it too. Weird. It's been a while since we've had a new game from Spec Ops: The Line director Corey Davis. As far as I can tell, the last game he made was 2016's Here They Lie, a survival horror game. Currently working on another horror game, in fact, Sleep Awake. It's a horrendous game, though I think it's doing something interesting. Weirdly, he's making the game alongside Nine Inch Nails guitarist for live shows anyway, Robin Fink. I think that's how you say his name. While the game doesn't have a release date, it did just receive a demo. And let me tell you, if there's one thing they could take away from Sleep Awake, is that the PS3 games are back. Let me define what I mean here, so I don't just sound like I'm trying to press some buzzwords for the fun of it. I think a key thing about PS3 era of games is that there was so much more scope for more intimately designed linear spaces. Much more room for detail compared to the PS2, but not quite enough resources to design something completely lifelike. In a lot of ways, these intricately designed games often just have facades up. They looked bigger and more impressive than they actually were. The upside is that it also often made for interesting art direction and better established sense of space, so many big budget games now do look lifelike. Trade-off is that all of the detail gets lost through the sheer quantity of it. Sleep Awake's demo was only short and for very much felt like long corridor, but it was an interesting to look at corridor. Your classic case of random bits of graffiti and wall carvings to denote story, interacting with random objects that does nothing like let you know that they're close up. What? Okay. Data logs, bits of flavor text, build up. Speaking of lore or story, I suppose, the game is set in a world where there's some kind of weird illness thingy that whisks people away if they fall asleep. So the protagonist is doing what they can to stay awake at all times. Occasionally leads to some hallucinations. Yeah, that sounds fucked. To be perfectly honest, the narrative didn't feel all that compelling. As mentioned, the demo was short and did quite a bad job of bringing me into this world. It felt too jarring and disconnected. There also wasn't really anything to actually do apart from walking around, look at some bits, and one very short section at end where I had to hide from an enemy. I'd be remiss to not mention the fact that the writing was stilted and awkward. This person has a lot of negative things to say about this. Game doesn't seem very promising if you're griping about this much of the game on a short demo. Interesting. Main character's performance matched that feeling a little too well, unfortunately. Still, the atmosphere and visuals pulled me in the same parts that are intercut with live action footage, which, to its credit, actually unnerved me. A real art house 70s vibe about it. I feel I could really get down with it. It is certainly going for a unique look. Felt charmed by 2009 throwback vibes, even if I'm uncertain of whether it'll be any good or not. Curious thing to have a game someone designed most discussed games of 2010s. So you can play this demo on Steam, but she had like 3 things to gripe about it, so that's interesting. But I'm gonna watch the trailer, see what we get from it. This is the trailer right here. So off the back, this kind of looks like AI art, does it not? This thumbnail kind of looks like AI art. That's weird. Launch trailer a year ago. Oh, Still Wakes the Deep. I was like, what the fuck? All right, let's watch this trailer. Try on the headset. All right. Boom.
I cannot sleep.
Yeah.
I cannot sleep. I must not sleep.
Come along. This way.
It has a very indie feel to it. Oh.
You're not ignoring me now, dear, are you? This is all perfectly natural.
I am awake! Resisting the inevitable comes at a cost.
Give me your eyes, dear.
$2026.
PlayStation.
Interesting. Didn't show a whole lot. Resident Evil Requiem trailer playing. What is this? First gameplay demo by psychological horror like Silent Hill. Okay, so somebody played it.
Armor, listen carefully. I don't have much time. I had a vision last night. One I don't fully understand, but we've lived with the hush for so long. We've witnessed our families, everyone, vanish in their sleep, taken while dreaming in some unfathomable nightmare. I believe it is neither science nor sin consuming our world in its waning days, but rather something beyond our understanding. I feel I'm on the verge of a breakthrough, something that could put an end to all this. But I can't stay here. I'd be putting all of you in danger, greater than you've ever known. I must depart tonight. I trust you to look after Bo and Kocha while I'm gone. Not that Kocha needs looking after, as she'll tell you. She is a strong one. It's starting to rain. I'll be back as soon as I can. Until then, stay awake. However you can. Stay awake.
I feel like the human body can only stay awake for so long. Flat for fear of losing track.
Armor really captured us. Your faces are fading, but your voices keep me company. Ah, there you are. My alarm's already set. Remember the hush.
Some unfathomable nightmare.
There is danger in dreaming. You must not sleep.
I must not sleep.
I must not sleep.
New day, dear. Collect your thoughts.
Collect my thoughts. Whoa! Big one! Oh, shit! The kitchen!
New day, dear. Collect your thoughts.
Collect my thoughts. Counting for fear of losing track. Focus.
Wonder what the comments say. Just not sure how I like this Silent Hill. So I wonder if it's just exploring, you're just walking around interacting with stuff, nothing too crazy. No action or nothing.
Shit. Don't fall asleep. Not now.
I mean, it's got an interesting concept behind it about the hallucinations and not being able to sleep. So it's kind of like suspense, but I wonder how they're going to play into it. Interesting music. It has a very indie feel to it. Maybe it is indie, I don't know. Said the director from Spec Ops: The Line, which that was a pretty crazy game. Looks like it's Unreal Engine. Dad and Baby Bo. Here I am at 19 something.
Okay. Distillery's intact.
Make you some coffee.
My heart, less so.
That coffee?
Anti-sleep infusion.
Anti-sleep.
My notes. Right. I swapped out the wormwood for Artemisia. Good thing I wrote this all down.
What the fuck? There's like a puzzle or something? Stay awake. Micro sleep events are more frequent. I've developed dangerous tolerance. My infusions. This is telling you how to like craft this shit.
Why the basement pumps are fine for now.
The music is weird. Boo-doon. Is that the Nine Inch Nail guitarist doing it? Kind of off-putting. See, how long can the human body go without sleep? Like, will you actually die from not sleep? Human body can last about 264 hours, 11 days without sleep. Those severe health effects like hallucinations and impaired cognitive function can begin much sooner. Some people experiencing symptoms just after 36 hours of sleep deprivation. While not definitely fatal for most, extreme sleep deprivation is dangerous and can lead to psychosis, accidents, and potentially organ failure in the longest duration. That's crazy, bro. Just by simply not sleeping, like, your body can just shut the fuck down. Organ failure, psychosis. I wonder if that's permanent. After 16 hours, let's see, it says, after 16 hours, your cognitive function, concentration, perception begin to fail. 24 hours, you experience fatigue and decreased mental and physical performance, risk of illness and injury increasing. 36 to 48 hours, hallucinations, paranoia set in. 72 hours, 3 days, brain and body become significantly dysfunctional, tense urges to sleep, and a risk of psychosis. 11 days, the record for voluntary sleep deprivation participants experience severe deficits in concentration, motivation, perception, along with paranoia and memory issues. Crazy. What the fuck? What is that? Did she fall asleep? Are we hallucinating? What the fuck? The Fathom. Hidden Reef.
It's her.
You're drifting, Katya.
Who are you?
Forgotten, have you? Let's begin again. Shh. It's all right. This is all perfectly natural.
Is it? It don't look like it. Not at all.
Come along. There's so much more to see.
It's trippy. This would not be the game to play while intoxicated or under the influence. We tripping balls, bruh.
Where'd she go now?
Fucking high-speed train, bruh.
What do you want from me?
It's nearly time to depart. Let's get you packed, shall we?
This bitch just keeps taking off through like these black holes or whatever the hell.
Take me where?
Ooh.
We talked about this. You haven't had a change of heart, have you, dear?
Another one.
Change of heart?
You've not been sleeping. No wonder you're out of sorts. Where's your father, dear?
Lost in the swell.
Lost in the swell.
And your brother?
The hush claimed him.
The hush claimed him.
Poor thing. You're all alone.
I have armor.
I have armor.
Armor, bound in a waking sleep. Well, if you need me, you know where to find me.
Looks trippy.
It's time to come inside, dear. You'll catch your death in this.
Hide him back, where it's safe.
It's all in your hands now.
What? Oh shit.
Leaving already?
Hey! Hey!
Fine.
You're drifting! Wake up!
You'll be back before too long. I'm seeing you.
Alma needs you! Fucking wake up!
She gone. She done fell asleep. The fuck? It's fucking creepy looking. Using like real footage, it looks like.
Shit. Shit. Lucky fucking idiot. The hush could have taken me. And I would have deserved it. Alright, shut up. You did your job. Okay. New day. Collect your thoughts. Right. Het is her name. Oh, Arma. Glad you're not gone at least. Not entirely, anyway.
Man, this is a long ass demo.
Another void shadow.
The fuck? That's crazy.
I miss you so much.
I know how you feel.